Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC. And these two teams have met once already. So they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies. And maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Black Knights going up against the Bills. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the London Black Knights and the Buffalo Bills. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the league, and that's Tyrod Taylor.
7-6 as a first-time starter in 2015. He did a really nice job taking care of the football. 20 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions.
Kelvin Taylor, his first carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you used. Electric indeed. Dynamic. And this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've... still been pretty successful.
When that happens, key guys are out. The next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step under when you're not there in the coverage. Your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made right side by Wilson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This is Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the 1st.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. To the right side to Aiken. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Luke Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kelvin Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the right here to Wilson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense. Still third down.
So 1 yard to go here on third down. Taylor now to throw on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go. Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Going for it all. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Now we give to Taylor. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before. I
thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he stopped immediately there. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wins throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, Parker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter where they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, he's that interception. Even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. So we got, and now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Now Taylor to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Star Latulippe in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. On 2nd down, Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Bills are behind right now and certainly will need to tweak some things. The Black Knights just need to do more of the same as they're continuing to play well after last week's win. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Black Knights take it at the 29. The connection will be made from the gun, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 8-yard line. Later on the drive, the quick pass, it's complete, and he'd cap off the 8-play drive with a TD. That takes the lead up to 7. Bills have it on 2nd and 5. Taylor's got it on the run, and this 2-play drive goes for a TD. We're tied back up at 7. Now 1st and 10. He'll take this one off the right edge, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. That puts them up by a touchdown. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll set up a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
The give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. In the red zone this time.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run with Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This is caught. Watkin. It's 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
When that ball was snapped, they were counting on it being now a one-possession game. Instead, the block occurs. That changes the whole mindset for them. And if you're the guys who just blocked it, you're floating off the field right now. Big-time play.
Yeah, big-time play. Could have been a one-score game. Instead, it stays 2 scores. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Back now in Buffalo as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Taylor will throw. Man open right side. It's the tight end, Clay. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's first down, Buffalo. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Play action, it's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now it's Taylor. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it, and that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And now back out comes the offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Third down now following the completed pass. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Out, it's Williams. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down, 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And the Bills getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Taylor. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's third down. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Here's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. And last time out they gave up 3, but with this deficit, how important here is it to not give up any points?
And they're at a point now where they can't allow any thoughts of any points to enter their mind. They gave up 3 last time. That felt okay. They can't settle for okay now. They have to stop them here. 0 points given up.
Yeah, they need to stop, get the ball back to the offense.